Hey there, fabulous people of podcast land. Welcome back to the Wise Mindset Guy podcast, the podcast where we tackle life's curveballs with a little bit of humor, wisdom, and the occasional mic drop. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and today we're diving headfirst into a topic that makes most of us want to crawl under the blanket and live there forever: the fear of rejection. Yes, rejection. The thing that stops you from shooting your shot, taking your shot, whether it's asking for a raise, going on a date, or dancing in public like nobody's watching. Well, spoiler alert, people are watching. But who cares, right? So if rejection has been holding you back, let's turn rejection from a scary monster into your new best frenemy. Let's do this. So, all right, let's start with the basics. Why are we so terrified of rejection? What is it about hearing the word no that makes us feel like the universe is personally trying to ruin our lives? Well, my friends, blame evolution. Back in the day when humans lived in caves and had to hunt mammoths for dinner, rejection meant you might get kicked out of your tribe. And being kicked out of your tribe meant certain death. No fire, no food, no Netflix. So our brains wired themselves to think rejection equals bad. Avoid at all costs. Fast forward to today, and while nobody's getting banished from the tribe for sending an awkward text, our brains still act like rejection is life or death. Add a sprinkle of social media pressure, everyone seems to be living their best, rejection-free lives, and boom, we're all scared stiff. And guess what? The fear is lying to you. Most rejection is not life-threatening, unless, of course, you're auditioning for Survivor, in which case, good luck. Here's the kicker. Rejection isn't personal. It's not about you being terrible. It's about a mismatch of needs, timing, or expectations. So let's stop treating no like a slap in the face and start seeing it for what it really is: a redirection. Now that we know rejection won't actually kill us, how do we get over the fear of it? I'm so glad you asked. Step 1, normalize rejection. That's right, make it a regular part of your life. Let me paint a picture. Imagine rejection is like going to the gym. Just stick with me for a moment here. The first time you go, everything hurts. You're sore for days and you question all the life choices you made. But the more you go, the stronger you get. Eventually, you're lifting weights like The Rock and posting gym selfies with the hashtag no pain, no gain. Rejection works the same way. The first no stings. The second one, smarts a little less. It hurts a little less. And by the 10th one, you're like, meh, next time, I can do it. It's all about building that rejection muscle. Step 2 is changing your perspective. Instead of seeing rejection as a failure, see it as feedback. Didn't get that job? Maybe it's a sign you're meant for something better. Got ghosted on a date? Their loss. Seriously, who ghosts someone as awesome as you? Right? Step 3, make rejection fun. Yes, fun. I'm serious. Turn it into a game. Challenge yourself to collect as many no's as you can. There's actually a method called rejection therapy, where you purposely seek out rejection to desensitize yourself to it. It's like exposure therapy, but with fewer, spiders and more awkward conversations. Here's a fun example. Walk into a coffee shop and ask for a free cup of coffee. Most likely they'll say no, but who cares? You asked and you survived. Plus, you might get a funny story out of it, right? I know that sometimes wife and I will go into a coffee shop and she'll say, well, maybe try to ask for something for free, like a free upgrade. Sometimes it actually works. Now, surround yourself with positive people, like your spouse, for instance, like the one I have. The kind of people who remind you that a no doesn't define your worth. Because let's get real. Sometimes you need a huge, hype squad to remind you that you're Beyonce level amazing, even if someone else can't see it. All right, time for some real talk. I'm going to share a little secret with you. I've been rejected more times than I can count. Seriously, if rejection was an Olympic sport, I'd have a gold medal by now. There was a time I auditioned for many things, for a school play, or I forgot my lines. Did I get the part? No, I didn't. Did I go home and cry into a tub of ice cream? Also, no, I didn't. I've been rejected in sports. Probably the worst rejection I ever had was being rejected for the volleyball team in grade 8. It was hard, but I lived on. I made it. The point is, every rejection taught me something. It taught me resilience, self-worth, and how to laugh at myself. And honestly, laughing at yourself is the best medicine. All right, listeners, it's challenge time. This week, I dare you to face one fear of rejection head on. Maybe it's asking for that raise, striking up a conversation with a stranger, finally starting that side hustle you've been putting off. Here's the thing. Even if you hear no, you'll survive. And every time you take a risk, you're one step closer to the life you want. Remember, rejection isn't failure. It's proof you're trying. So go out there and get rejected. Who knows? You might just surprise yourself and hear a yes instead. That's it for today's episode of the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. If you love this episode, or even if you didn't, but you're still here listening, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a review. Unless, of course, you're afraid of rejection. See what I did there? Thanks for tuning in, my fearless friends. Go out there, embrace the no's, and live your best life. Until next time, stay awesome, stay bold, and remember, rejection is just life's way of saying, not this door, try the next one.